find it interesting, Pauline, when you know that people from all around the world are reading your books in their language?
I mean, I find it fascinating. Stephen's just said about Japan, and my books are, a couple of them are translated into Chinese, and Chinese publishers just bought the whole Andy Horton series, which they're publishing the end of this year and next year. And you know, I'm thinking, what do they make of the Solent, and what do they make of this area? And of course, like you say, when they read them in the middle of the desert in Arizona or wherever it is, miles away from what you've created, and whether they actually realise it is a real place or not. But yeah, no, it is fascinating. And I'd just like to say that it's also interesting what Matt and Stephen are saying about the background, because I too always wanted to be a writer. It mirrors exactly your backgrounds, in that I wrote my first novel when I was 11.
Oh, you beat me.
Yeah, I'll beat you, I'll beat you. I thought I was going to be the next Enid Blyton then, because I loved her. But always writing, but of course you didn't make a living out of writing then. It wasn't a career, certainly not for you know, somebody like myself. And I decided I'd either wanted to be a journalist or an author, but I ended up in PR. Probably paid better than journalism, actually, but it was always a career, marketing and PR, that I was involved in writing and meeting deadlines and having to edit. And I think what Stephen said, it is good discipline. And most of us here, the three of us here, it took us a long time to get published. And despite what you read, you know, you don't write a novel and get published the next year. It does take a long time, doesn't it? I think humour's also, you use it depending on your character as well, and there are different, as we all know, there are different types of humour, and you've got different types of characters, so the characters will also have their own form of humour, so that the humour that you use has to fit that character that you have created. Likewise, the language, you know, you will have some characters that will swear and other characters that won't, so as in real life. So that, yeah, I think humour's good. I like a little bit of humour in it. And my book's published in America as well, so you know, you do get comments there about understanding the humour. Yeah. Obviously I pick up that kind of humour that they have, the things, you know, that Robert would say to me, how they dealt with, you know, scraping somebody off the railway line. You know, it is somebody's relative. It is the black humour that, yeah, I do think you have to put in a book, but I don't know about Matt. You know, it is, humour's quite difficult sometimes to put in, though. It's quite a difficult skill, isn't it? Yeah, I read, I always read, every day. Crime fiction, great crime fiction fan. Since becoming a published author, I find it more difficult to read my contemporaries' crime novels because I'm always looking at it from a writer's point of view rather than a reader's point of view. And I don't want to be influenced on my own novel that I'm writing by somebody else's. So I tend to read a lot of the golden age of crime novels, but anything Colin Dexter, Reginald Hill, R.D. Wingfield, I love them all.